Hello, welcomes back everyone. Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. Playing as Hask, my Sith warrior, and we've arrived at the shadow port known as the Asylum, on board the ship known as the Gravestone. We made a rather unsubtle entrance. Hopefully none of Arkan's agents are here to let the Eternal Empire know where we are. But we're here to get replenished, get ourselves repaired, and it seems that both Lana and Senya have went to speak to their contacts here. Senya has asked us to meet her later, but first Koth has requested we find his best engineer, a woman named Tora. So, that's what we're going to do, I suppose. We are accompanied, of course, by HK-55. We have a variety of things to sell. Oh yeah, I got my weekly login rewards. Galactic Seasons. Oh. I guess I'll claim this as well, thank you.
Look at the size of that thing.
I can't tell if it's impressive or a giant heap of junk.
Could be both. Think they'll let us work on it?
Do you really want to?
Good point.
Fresh, hot gorak, skewered, fried, and roasted to perfection. Food that'll leave you thinking about it for hours.
I'll take 3! No, 4! Hold the sauce!
We'll make use of this gonk droid. It's a nice amount of credits we have now. Oh, we also have a bit of mail from Terry and Drell. Ah, the exiles from the swamp. Thanking us for our generosity in bringing them on board. Though we have few relevant skills, we are doing our best to assist in the running of the gravestone. Huh.
I can't live like this.
Please, my darling, we'll land on our feet. Just give it time.
We live like vermin here, feeding off the scraps of others. At least on Zakuul I had my dignity.
There's nothing for us on Zakuul. Arkan saw to that.
Yeah, people who lived on Zakuul are living their life of luxury. Now that they're no longer there and being looked after by their droids, they're having to learn to survive on their own.
I thought you left already.
Can't. Argo's at it again. Shooting people in the streets. The only thing free in the free zone is a blaster bolt to the chest.
He's still better than the other guy.
Argo. Well, yeah, it seems this place isn't exactly friendly. Oh, an underboss.
Dead.
thought the game was louder than it normally is. To you, it sounds just fine, but I actually have a audio amplifier for when I'm playing some games where I need to hear people sneaking up on me. I actually had the amp turned up a little there.
Kill counter. Exploration.
Various gangs here. We dealt with the Starbolts, now we're dealing with the Blast crew. We do have a bonus to deal with the various underbosses as well.
No one harms. +1. Kill counter.
Looks like someone wants to join our little party. As your host, I gotta warn you, things are gonna get rowdy.
Caution. By rowdy, I believe this meat bag means to kill you, Master.
Oh, delightful.
Style eliminated.
Thank you for clarifying that for me, HK.
Dead. Operation.
Oh, more Starbolts.
Kill counter. Operation. Dead.
And the final underboss here.
Operation. Kill counter. Has achieved deadness. Style eliminated.
You're dead.
Has achieved deadness. Style eliminated.
could have just knocked. My men spent hours on that barricade.
I like to make an entrance.
Identification. That's not issued from the brilliant engineer we were sent to rescue, Master.
What's she to you?
None of your business. Let her go, and there won't be trouble.
You eliminated my old rival, Argo. That inclines me toward gratitude. But this girl tried to rob me. That's bad for business.
Charging 50,000 credits for 100 thermal detonators? That's robbery.
You also insulted my mother.
I said she's uglier than a bantha wearing lipstick. It's not an insult if it's true.
My mother died putting me on a refugee ship to Nar Shaddaa. I grew up an orphan.
Oh, boo-hoo didn't. Join the club.
You see why I have to kill her?
I recognize that insignia on your armor. Republic Special Forces, Havoc Squad.
Haven't run with that outfit for a long time. I'd paint over the symbol, but it still comes in handy, even out here. And I know who you are, too. Everyone said you were dead, but I knew better. What do you say we show each other professional courtesy? I can get you all kinds of things, but I need to throw this thieving scum out an airlock first.
Theory. It will be a challenge to throw anything without your arms.
I don't like your attitude.
Where have you been all my life?
Stabbing things. Koth and the others are waiting at the docks.
You're why the captain risked his neck on Zakuul. We're gonna get along great. I'll grab Mr. Ugly Dead Guy's thermal detonators. Catch you later.
Redirection. We should proceed to the rendezvous with Senya, Master.
Yeah, let's show Tanovic professional courtesy. In any situation, we'd be killing him right now. There's very few members of the Republic we've left alive. Huh. We have a galactic trade market here.
You get what I asked for?
Yeah, but it's gonna cost you extra. Lost one of my best guys smuggling this out of Breaktown.
Not rags.
Afraid so.
I'll throw in an extra whiskey's worth of credits. For rags.
The good stuff. Not the cheap swill they serve around here.
Observation. That dark and foreboding alley is where we are supposed to meet Senya, Master.
Perfect. Let's go meet her and her associates then.
Right on time. My friends have been looking forward to this.
I don't see anyone. Are they invisible or very small?
They're inside.
You better have a good explanation.
Your droid is not a part of what must happen here.
I spent 5 years stuck in one trap. I won't fall into another.
You are free to leave whenever you like. But if you want the help of my allies, you'll stay.
We've come this far. Let us see where it leads.
Don't betray me, Senya.
Before Arkan's betrayal, Zakuul was protected by two orders, the Knights and Scions who see visions of the past and future. Scions no longer serve Arkan. Whether they serve you will be determined now.
Fate is a tale whispered to us by the Force, but the voices are silent about you. We must know why.
Visions are only suggestions for the future. I'm defined by my actions in the present, not some foretold prophecy.
If we are to aid your rebellion, we must understand what role you play in Arkan's defeat. We will test you physically and spiritually to pierce the veil and see the truth.
You aren't the first person who's wanted to test me.
This will be different.
I tie my fate to yours. I join you in these trials, come what may.
The heart of Skyva is heavy with loss. In her pain, we lash out.
I do miss the old ways of Zakuul. Such mythology and pageantry.
Please, defend yourselves.
I do like the Scion armor set. I have to admit.
We will not fall back!
We must defeat them! We have passed the first trial. There will be more.
Scions believe there is no greater power than destiny. They cannot believe you exist outside its influence. But we know better.
Yeah. Apart from the discussion of destiny with Senya on board the gravestone, a choice I regret. I should have chosen the answer of revenge against Arkan, I believe. I'd rather make up my own destiny, but the Scions believe they can see what's going to happen, but they can't see how we factor in what our choices will be. Probably because the Emperor blocks them in some way.
If there's another test, let's continue.
Hunger. Overconfidence. Emotions that drove you to kill a potential ally in the free zone.
You were watching me.
We're always watching. Arkan took away years of your life, but he stole far more from the rest of us. Do you feel anything for those who suffered while you slept?
What's done is done. All that's left is revenge.
And you, Senya, what do you feel?
Shame.
Because you failed to protect our immortal Emperor?
I was in no position to do that.
What of the Scions who were slaughtered by your fellow knights because Arkan demanded it? Do you feel responsible for them?
When I joined the Knights, they were shields protecting our home world. Now they are weapons wielded by an insane child.
The Knights killed the Scions on Arkan's orders. Why?
Because he thinks himself beyond the reach of destiny.
The Knights should have rebelled against Arkan. Instead, we have lost our honor.
The eyes of Esne claim what can never belong to her.
They speak of envy, my son's weakness. Do not let it be yours.
We receive no pleasure from this trial, but we act as fate demands. Be strong, Outlander.
Steel yourself!
I am fate's conduit!
Ready to fight!
The bodies actually disappear into a puff of smoke, even though you can see the outline barely there. It's like we're not killing them, but defeating an essence of them, like a fake version. Some sort of astral projection, maybe. Either way. Huh. There was one behind me as well. And I was about to say, at least they're putting up a bit of a challenge. Oh, anyhow, Senya, you shouldn't be healing. There you go, that's better. Nope. Maybe one of them standing up.
The scions are driven by revenge, but they require fate's compliance. We are above such negotiations. Destiny is merely the conduit for our will.
It's a miracle this thing hasn't exploded 1,000 times over after what you put it through.
It's not a miracle if it's meant to be. I'm living proof that all you need is faith.
Uh-huh. Now, I'd say you're living proof that Miss Spooky Eyes is a lot more patient than she looks.
Isn't there anything you still need to fix around here?
Nope. I'm just too good at my job.
I found HK wandering Asylum with no memory of anything since he left.
Whew. I mean, that's probably bad. Where's the Outlander?
Exactly.
Senya wanted your friend and HK to meet her contacts. She gave them coordinates to the location.
Apology. I have no such data stored in memory.
Senya, I knew it.
I believe her contacts are the real danger. HK, what's the first thing you remember after you woke up?
You seek to remove Archon from the Eternal Throne. As well you should. His destiny is to fall. We have foreseen that much, but his final fate remains unclear. When he is at your mercy, what will you do?
I want Senya to answer first.
Archon will not escape justice for the lives he's taken.
1,000 scions lie dead because of him. Blood calls out for blood. Do you agree? Answer us!
They question her commitment to them because they cannot foresee it. Ask yourself why.
If you are not with us, you stand against the tides of destiny. Arkan and Valen must die.
I'm starting to second-guess whether or not we need you.
You act as if you have a choice. We know our part. It's yours that must be revealed. I will know your fate, even if I must tear you open to see it. You cannot defy destiny! Choice is an illusion!
Stand down and face justice!
Oh!
Pathetic assassin!
These are the knights we fought escaping Zakuul.
You cannot escape!
You cannot defy destiny!
His argument with you is pointless and destructive. I can end this without any more bloodshed if you accept the gift of my power.
I'll handle him myself.
Then stop wasting time. Reveal his fate.
It is not my time to die!
Oh, Boris. Ow! Oh.
Choice is an illusion!
Stop fighting me with these phantoms.
Choice is an illusion! It is not my time to die!
Do not judge him harshly. This trial was necessary for all of us. We need the scions.
We need friends, not necessarily scions.
The blood of Tithe flows through you, Outlander. Please do not force us to spill it.
Stand down now.
You heard the lady.
Every moment since you entered, even this one, was predestined. Everyone here played the role fate assigned them. I ask you a final question. What future do you see for this galaxy when Archon and his eternal fleet are gone?
Only the Empire can bring order to the chaos Archon has caused.
The Empire is crippled by power-hungry fools. I abandoned it for a reason.
You have nothing further to reveal. I now know what blinded us to the future. Our immortal Emperor lives inside your mind.
It couldn't stay secret forever.
You knew about this and didn't tell me?
We thought you'd panic if I said, "Hey, Emperor Valkorian's living inside my head."
Analysis. Scan reveals no evidence you possess a secondary personality matrix, Master. It is possible your brain is simply malfunctioning.
Our duel gave me a glimpse of what's to come. You will destroy the Eternal Throne, but many will suffer before that victory.
We should compare lists of names. Mine's a long one.
Doesn't matter. We win. If Emperor Valkorian lives because of this Outlander, there's hope for Zakuul.
Your beloved immortal Emperor is a threat to all life everywhere. We must find a way to separate you from him.
No one wants Valkorian out of my head more than I do, but removing him won't be easy.
We have a lot to discuss.
Not here. I passed your test. Join us or don't. Either way, we're done.
There is one truth left to reveal. I withheld the true reason I followed you through the trials, to understand the Outlander, who will destroy Archon and Valen, my son and daughter.
She told you. How delightful.
Ah, lovely. Meanwhile, back at the Eternal Throne.
You're certain she helped them?
I killed 3 knights to make sure they weren't lying. And another 3 because I hate odd numbers. The Outlander escaped in the gravestone with our mother's help. She's against us.
Senya was always strong-willed. That's why Father left her.
Do you think she knows he's alive? Has she betrayed us for him?
It doesn't matter. She'll return to us. Or face the consequences.
We don't need them. Our parents gave us the power to forge the future. They should have known we'd use it.
I take it you have concerns.
I can think of a few.
You're only escalating matters.
You expect us to believe you're going to fight your own children?
I can't deny my responsibility for what Valen and Archon have become. I have to end their bloodshed.
What did you see in Valkorian that you had children with him?
You say he was a homicidal tyrant, but that isn't the man I knew. He was benevolent, wise, even kind. At least at first. We never agreed on how the children should be raised, and over time he became more and more distant. More cold. I was afraid for what the children would become. But when I decided to leave, they chose him. I couldn't force them.
You've been lying to us all this time. Now you give us this woe is me story, and we're supposed to take your word for it?
You don't have to take my word. You can ask the Immortal Emperor himself.
I am not him. I am myself.
When Valkorian was in charge, he wasn't fixated on waging war. If we can get him back on the throne...
Valkorion is a world devourer.
He brought direction and stability to Zakuul.
Trust me, Koth, you don't know him like I do.
No. You don't know him like I do.
Neither of you know him like I do.
Try sharing a little less.
That isn't what I meant.
Interruption. The Republic astromech has established contact.
T7, what does he have for us?
Report. A criminal meatbag on Zakuul has been in search of the gravestone. This Lady of Sorrows alleges she can establish a dialogue with its computers.
Lady of Sorrows? Good luck with her.
I take it she's trouble.
She's an information broker. Acts as her own enforcer. Never apprehended. So yes, trouble. She operates in Zakuul's Old World district. I know it better than anyone. I'll escort you.
Back to Zakuul. Right onto Arkan and Valen's front door.
I don't think they'll expect to find us there. Do you?
It's worth a try, this Lady of Sorrows. But I'd like a word before you leave.
Who thought the Lady of Sorrows would be the key to figuring you out? Destiny calls.
Now that the truth is out about Valkorion, there's a shortage of trust. I need you to find it within yourself to try. Not an easy task. Koth believes in Valkorion. Senya withheld vital information. Neither one trusts the other. That's why you must act as an example.
You really think they're trustworthy?
I'm too much of a realist for absolute trust. Especially after Ziost, but I know their intentions are sound. May the Force serve you well out there.
At least despite everything, Lana is willing to admit that she doesn't entirely
Not getting access to the hangar
trust.
controls. Some kind of power outage.
Oh, great. Doesn't exactly trust our allies. And yet she really wants us to try and trust them ourselves, to try and unify this group of misfits. Oh, what's else? We take the Bulwark's armor set. And so we're on to Chapter 7, The Lady of Sorrows. Let's see what's in this chest piece. I think we were starting to get the Outlanders set already from various heroic chests and various drops from enemies we encountered once we were beyond level 60. But I guess if we can get the full set, we can see what it looks like. Either way, yeah, let's go check the power generator first. Looks like we actually have a couple of more bits of mail. Let's see who's reaching out to us. We have Haskell asking us not to hide our power. Know that Valkorion is your ally and wishes to see the galaxy restored. When the final battle comes, he will stand with you. Aha. Destiny. Right. And then Tora drinks on her, thanking us for what we did to Tanovic. No one's gonna miss him, at least in the free zone. I hear they threw a party after you left. Okay. Oh, she stole Vic's boots and sold them for her rest and relaxation fund. Oh, yay. some of the swamp wildlife chewing on the power cables.
Odd fluctuations. Relays are gunked up or something. They have to clean out the junctions.
Oh, we need the box of fuses. That's what we need. Thank you.
Everything's good to go. What was it?
An infestation. If they'd grown any bigger, we'd have more to worry about than spotty power. We should check the rest of the ship.
I will take it upon myself to eradicate these hostile stowaways, masters. Once I have gathered additional munitions, I will scour the ship from top to bottom.
Whoa, 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 easy! We can have you blasting through the hull left and right.
Appeasement. I can employ knives and blunt force instruments instead. Would that make you feel safer?
Not really.
Next time, you're on cleanup detail.
Just gotta check out 2 more fuse boxes. Then we'll leave HK to do the rest. So we're going to leave the gravestone here to continue its repair and refurbishment. We're going to take a shuttle back to Zakuul to find this Lady of Sorrows. Something about the lower city or the undercity. Hopefully we can avoid any sky troopers or any Knights of Zakuul.
I love the hand of tithe could not deny.
We're headed back into the heart of Arkan's empire, and you're singing?
What better time? Anyway, where we're going, no one will be looking for criminals. Most of the people there are criminals, which of course presents its own dangers. I do enjoy visiting the old world. It's a piece of Zakuul history. Valkorian's first attempt at creating a grand society.
A failed attempt.
Only in scale. To him, it wasn't nearly grand enough.
I want to know more about your relationship with Valkorian.
The story really isn't as outlandish as whatever you're imagining. We met after I earned a place in his elite guard. I never hesitated to speak my mind, which caught his attention, I suppose. He was fascinating, bold, always completely certain of his next step.
The way you describe him, I can't blame you for taking an interest.
You also have to understand his place in our culture. Our psychology, our entire conception of ourselves. He guided Zakuul's prosperity for generations, centuries. What we had wasn't a child's notion of romance, but we were happy. Then Arkan and his brother Thexan were born. I loved them so much. But no matter what I did, they wanted nothing to do with me. And Valkorion wanted nothing to do with them. His mind was somewhere else. He barely spoke, barely acknowledged any of us for weeks at a time. And then, Vaylin. Vaylin was troubled from the start.
Was she really dangerous, even as a child?
She made furniture move while she was still in the womb. Tore droids apart as a toddler. Once a guard dropped a ball she tossed. Vaylin crippled him. I confronted Valkorion. His daughter needed help. His sons needed him. His solution was to cage Vaylin's mind. Most of her power was locked away, along with most of who she was. He ignored the rest of us outright. I couldn't stand by and watch. I gathered the children. I tried to tell them we needed to go. They laughed and called me weak. Even as children. Even with Vaylin's power restrained, the three of them together were still far more powerful than me. I couldn't force them to go. So, I left.
Did Valkorion try to stop you from leaving?
No. I'm not sure he even noticed. I transferred to the Knights Enforcement Division and took assignments at the outer fringes of our empire. Valkorion never spoke another word to me. Since then, I've only seen my children in broadcasts of public events, like Thexan's funeral, killed in the core worlds. I doubt they even remember me. Hello, little one.
Seems like you're everywhere.
The Lady of Sorrows is wanted for murder and theft of state secrets, among other charges. The Knights have hunted her for years. No one's come close.
I'm sure the three of us will manage if we work together.
You may not believe this, but it's rare for someone to escape a Knight's justice.
And when that someone is the Knight's own child.
We'll find out, won't we? Could I... Is it possible for me to talk to him? To Valkorion?
I don't think it works that way, exactly.
Lots of things live down here. Few of them friendly. We should be careful.
I imagine she could talk to Valkorion if we offered up control. I don't think that's the best idea, though. Hey, T7. Back with us once again. So we don't know where the Lady of Sorrow's base of operations is.
Justice!
Slowly taking out the security cameras, making sure that any recordings of our entry are removed. Just in case we need to come back this way again at some point.
You know your way around a fight, T7. I don't doubt it. We'll trade stories sometime.
T7 saying he's been through a knot and that Senya's in for a treat when they share stories.
Time for justice!
And over here is the security data, where all the recordings were stored. Let's just empty this, shall we? Thank you. Huh. Well, they get kind of like a tram line here.
Update. Extermination efforts aboard the gravestone have been slower than anticipated, Master. It seems quite unnecessary that I clean up the creature's remains. They clearly serve as an effective warning to other potential stowaways. But Master Votena was quite insistent, so the ship will be quite clean upon your return.
Lovely to hear, HK. Thank you. Huh. Now, I did see a tram actually in motion, so let's be aware of that. So this is
Tell me,
actually...
Acolyte, what does the return of our great Zildrog mean to you?
It means death to disbelievers. It means the end of our corrupt society. It means great happiness for all.
You understand much, but do you know what will become of you, your family?
We give ourselves to Zildrog's glory, so that the wicked may be punished. We die so that Zakuul may live on.
Good. You are on your way. In Zildrog's name.
In Zildrog's name.
The return of Zildrog. Okay. That sounds... something that we should maybe be concerned of. I'm actually going to... can I boost my gamma? According to this, it's in max. I want to boost my brightness a little. I'm not sure if I'm able to. Oh well. No matter. I know sometimes when exporting or uploading footage over to YouTube, it can darken the game slightly. Not so bad here, but in horror games it's especially annoying. Okay, so, but yeah, this was a tram station. An active one at that.
This is the old world as most Zakuulans know it. A place to mingle with the rabble and then go home to brag about it. One big party. I have a contact nearby. Need to go alone.
Does this mean you're back to ruthless enforcer, Senya?
Yes.
Okay. Meanwhile, T7 is suggesting that we tap into the camera system here. We can certainly do that.
You saw the Lady of Sorrows. Yeah, of course you did. What does she look like?
She had a crown, and a suit of armor. And she was fast and strong. She could punch and kick and...
You watch too many Holovitz. You ever do see the lady, my advice? Forget you ever did and run.
Okay, the Lady of Sorrows apparently has a crown. If that errant girl can be believed. What was that, T7? Ah! T7's going to do some slicing while we protect him. See. I don't think we really want to be getting the Sky Troopers' attention, T7. I want to try and draw as little attention as possible. A Jedi Knight there.
I had always intended to visit the old world. I thought I would have the time. Delightful.
You couldn't have mentioned Senya was the mother of your children.
I wanted to see what she would do. In the end, she chose to place her trust in you and your associates.
She'll make a powerful ally.
Intelligent, skilled, confident, and fearless. Oh, she does not give in.
Priority call for High Justice Valen. She'll want to know who I just spotted.
Oh, lovely. Also, T7, you buggered off to speak to a contact of your own. Everyone's leaving us alone. The Zakuulan computers are snobby. A lot of people the same. The socialites certainly seem that way. The ones that are used to living in privilege. T7 says, gaining access to the surveillance feed will offer us some opportunities that may not have normally presented themselves. Damn, it's not dead. T7, can you do anything about this terminal here?
If you can read me, I made some new friends. Could use a hand.
I'm on my way.
Oh, okay. T7's buggering off.
I don't get why the Heralds want to see everything come to an end.
You don't think folks should do things just because the Dark Serpent Zildrog the Destroyer says so, huh? You ain't exactly alone in that.
See, that's it though. I was taught Zildrog was a teacher. He offered tests and guidance to make people stronger.
Truth is, Zildrog lives out in the Endless Swamp. It's a monster that rises up and eats whoever's around.
Oh, really?
Nah, it's all nonsense, all of it. Gonna buy a hat or not?
So we're hearing various rumors about this Zildrog. I think the Eternal Emperor kind of tried to erase the Zakuul's old culture and then establish a new eternal culture around himself as the central figure. With his immortality and such, everyone grew to depend on him.
No one seems to be discussing why anyone would attack the Spire and kill all those people.
Because who wants to acknowledge the truth?
What truth is that?
Some folks live for destruction. They delight in causing others to suffer.
That's awful.
It is.
Fellow Juggernaut here. We have a battle arena.
Feel the power of Zildrog's claws!
Oh.
Who were they?
Heralds of Zildrog. Cultists longing for the return of a mythical serpent god. Used to be they were just a nuisance. Now they're militant.
Good show! Absolutely wonderful.
Did you provoke them?
No. They were sent after me by someone in this room. There you are. Sicking heralds on me, Reg? Not too bright.
It wasn't me. The Heralds run the old world now. They made a deal.
With Arkan? What kind of deal?
Heralds keep crime down, and the Knights keep out. You stick around, they'll blame it on me. You gotta go.
Tell me where to find the Lady of Sorrows first.
Some kind of joke, right? I'll take my lumps from the heralds over the lady any day.
And where do I fit on that list?
What?
You know what I can do, Reg. Need another reminder?
If Senya doesn't get what she wants, believe me, I will.
Wait a minute, wait. I was gonna say you don't want to mess with the lady. Then I was gonna say, but hey, that's your prerogative. You've always been square with me, I'll be square with you. Don't gotta hit me.
Where is she?
I don't know. But I do know who to talk to. There's a data seller at Market Station, Mona Gale. She works with the lady all the time.
Mona Gale. All right. Sorry. Let's go.
May have broke a couple of his ribs there. Nice going, Senya. Oh, meanwhile...
Guess who I found?
The Outlander?
Right under our noses in the old world.
Alone?
Oh no. That's the best bit. Mother is here too. Shouldn't we go say hello?
Why would they escape only to return? Let them do what they came here for. I'll see that they don't dawdle.
Okay, we have an entry on the Heralds of Zildrog. So, according to Reg, they've made a deal. The Heralds of Zildrog control, or can keep control of the old world, or lower levels, and the Knights stay away. Guess that's one way that Arkin can maintain control without having to spread his forces too thin.
I don't get why the Heralds want to see everything come to an end.
So let's go find this Mona Gale, shall we?
Not far from where I ended a mugging ring one time. Good memories.
No.
The arena fights are brutal. I'd shut them down if I could.
Come on, hit him! Hit him! You are kidding me!
$16,000, Mr. Wyndon.
6 in a row. Random matchups. You have to have an in, Mona. Tell me.
Enough data at your disposal and anything's possible. Want to see if 7's your lucky number?
Scamming citizens isn't legal, Mona Gale.
I'm not scamming anyone. And Knights have no authority here.
Yes, you are. And I don't care. The Lady of Sorrows, where is she?
If I knew where to find my most lucrative, reclusive, and dangerous meal ticket, I wouldn't give that up for one night and whatever you're supposed to be.
I'm the Outlander charged with the murder of Emperor Valkorion.
The one that's a block of metal in the middle of the spire? Sure.
People of Zakuul, this is your Emperor. Hear me.
This should be good.
The criminal who plunged our great spire into darkness and chaos has finally been identified. The craven Outlander who assassinated your immortal Emperor, my dear father, has escaped custody and remains at large, aided by a rogue knight of Zakuul. These deadly agitators were last sighted in the old world. If you encounter them, contact an authority figure immediately.
Well, this is awkward.
So, where were we?
You were about to tell them where to find the Lady of Sorrows.
Except I can't. I really can't. I don't even know how to reach her. She only ever contacts me. But she does occasionally meet with the Heralds in Breaktown. They have some kind of truce. That's the best I can do. Just don't agitate us.
Thanks for cooperating.
By sending you there? Sure. Whatever, it's your funeral.
Breaktown's the underbelly of the underbelly. No mingling there. Only corruption and torment. You know, we might owe Arkan a thank you for unintentionally helping us. That announcement really brought you some clout.
If this is unintentional help, I'd hate to see what it looks like when it's on purpose.
Yeah, we're just gonna end up with tons of Skytroopers on our ass any moment now. Let's head to this break town before any friends show up, shall we? Oh, that's one hell of a drop. Suppose while we wait, pardon me. An armoring and an enhancement. I'll take the armoring mod, I suppose.
You saw the Lady of Sorrows. Yeah, of course you did.
And to Breaktown we go.
This is it. Breaktown. Where people who fall on hard times keep falling. Even when the Knights policed the old world, we never lingered around here for very long.
I can see why.
I know where the Heralds are headquartered, but they won't give up any information willingly.
Even zealots have their breaking points.
That they do.
They seem determined to meet you. No, I told them Breaktown, but that's all. Like I want to get on your bad side.
You, Gale. You've seen the fugitives.
Come on, you know how this works. You give credits, I give information.
We know they were sent here. Tell us everything, or end up like your associate.
What associate?
I believe his name was Reg something.
You know who I work for.
And you know who we work for.
It seems like that truce between the Lady of Sorrows and the Heralds isn't quite as strong as the lady might want to believe it is. Either way, apparently we know where the Herald's base happens to be.
Update. I have determined that the industrial strength cleansers that Master Vortena insisted upon using are, in fact, highly lethal when applied to the infesting creatures directly. This revelation should accelerate my completion of the task considerably, Master.
Great. At least HK seems to be having fun. Ooh, lightsaber. Big security chest over there.
Wonder how things would be different if Arkin's twin took the throne.
Vexen. Haven't thought of him in a long time. May he stay at rest.
Saw him at a ceremony once in my life before. Stood calm, unwavering. Strong. Wouldn't have put the Heralds in charge of the old world.
Like having lunatics watch over a madhouse.
Yeah, seemingly Vexen, or the rumor is Vexen was killed in the battles at the Corwood Worlds. We, of course, as the player, know that's not true. I wonder if Senya even knows that it was Arkin who killed his brother.
A lot of firepower standing between us and their leader. They call him the Exalted. Arkin put him in charge here, but he's little more than a servant, and not a sane one.
About time you got here.
Koth?
T7 told me you were headed into Breaktown. Figured the rest for myself. Didn't think there was a scenic route to get here.
What in Skyva's name are you doing here? Couldn't trust us to get the job done?
I didn't stay ahead of you all those years by trusting the wrong people. No offense, Outlander. You at least, I want to trust. So let me clue you in. The Exalted hates Knights. He won't say one word to Senya.
I'll make him talk.
Look, I'm regular people. I speak their language. You want to make a deal with the Heralds? I'm your man.
They're delusional thugs. There's no deal to be made.
Koth, come on. Let's see what you can do. Senya, hang tight. We may still need you in there.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
I've always taken Senya because, to be fair, Koth.
Don't know how anyone could live like this. Zakuul is supposed to be better.
Koth tends to always irritate me with his talks of destiny. But I'm willing to give him a shot in talking to this Exalted. course, it looks like we're going to have to be killing a load of heralds, which is not a good way to start some diplomatic process, I have to admit.
Let's get him.
If nothing else, we'll see how good Koff is at diplomacy.
Zealots. Great to have around if they're on your side.
Thank you, Outlander. You saved me the trouble of hunting you down.
I need information I'm told only you can provide.
Do I strike you as someone who cares what you want? You cannot be allowed to remain in the old world. Your presence threatens the order we have fought to maintain.
And you've done a good job from all I've seen. Goth Vortena, former naval officer, former local. Spent a lot of my youth in the old world. Hand-to-mouth was a real mess back then. You've got a great deal with Arkan, but he could pull the plug on it at any second for any reason. What if he couldn't?
How do you mean?
When the Outlander and I pull Arkan from the throne, you won't have to answer to him anymore. All we need is to meet with the Lady of Sorrow so we can convince her to come with us. I bet you can make that meeting happen.
You want to supplant Valkorian's brat and take my greatest adversary out of the old world? Sounds fantastic. But how do the two of you intend to dethrone Arkan?
You really need us to spell it out for you?
If you think you can defeat him, I have no qualms. Arkan gave us power, then implemented so many restrictions that we are in many ways powerless. And he has sapped the very spirit from Zakuul. Most don't even realize. But his undoing, it cannot be at your hands.
Why not?
Valkorian's fall, Arkan's rise, it all conforms to prophecy. You do not. Only when the prophecy is realized will our great serpent return to cleanse Zakuul in fiery death. You cannot be allowed to succeed.
Thought we were getting along.
On my mark!
Exalted.
I'm busy!
The Lady of Sorrows demands your attention now.
I've seen one like that before, back in your part of the galaxy.
Your grip on the old world has become a stranglehold. You continue to act counter to the Lady's interests, most recently with the murder of our contractor, Mona Gale.
This can wait. I have company.
The Lady has decided to renegotiate the terms of your agreement.
We made a deal.
And now you will agree to a new deal.
Father! Brennan! Release him at once!
Come to the Razor. You and the lady can discuss your son's future. And you, the lady would like to speak with you as well.
You're a long way from home.
Zakuul is the center of the galaxy now. That makes it home. The Lady of Sorrows is fully aware of who you are. Outlander. And now she also knows what you're after. She would like me to assure you it's not a trap, and that I'm unharmed. So that's that. Under no circumstances are you to kill the Outlander. Understood?
Understood. Kill the Outlander.
You're unworthy of the dragon's fire!
So it all falls down to prophecy once again. Because we aren't within the Herald of Zildrog's prophecy, we can't be allowed to succeed to dethrone Arkan. Despite it being beneficial to the Heralds, they wouldn't allow us to do it. Oh, we have a bonus to defeat 25 of the Heralds of Zildrog. While we're on our way to the Razor, they called it.
Time to take a stand.
Seems like that's the way to go, so... Oh. Did that shut down the grid over here? Yes, it did. Handy. Nah, another security grid over there.
Update. My sensors cannot detect any further traces of the infestation aboard the Gravestone, Master. Recommendation. You may wish to acquire 30 to 40 gallons of industrial cleanser while you're in the Spire. Our stocks have been somewhat depleted.
30 or 40 gallons, you say? How much did you use? Bloody hell. Yeah, don't have the access code.
A little something on your... There you go.
Ah, perfect.
A long time ago, the Razor was the place to be. Now, I'd rather be back in the swamp.
More Heralds of Zildrog here.
Get him.
Thank you, Koff, interrupting him from force choking us. This seems promising.
I knew I would find you.
I thought the old world was off limits to you. Have you gone rogue?
You escaped lawful imprisonment, then ordered your friend to kill my partner. You're going to pay.
I can start shooting now, right?
Cos Fortuna. Treason. Sedition. Gross incompetence.
You made the last one up.
I'm glad we risked coming to the old world. Now we get credit for neutralizing 2 criminals.
Oh, great. Yeah, Novo. It was Novo and Tannic, wasn't it? They're both immune to physics and knockdown abilities.
What Tannic? You'll get no mercy from
Arkan,
me!
Surrender!
I don't need to be a scion to see your epitaph. Here lies the Outlander, who brought disorder and ruin to Zakuul.
You won't even merit an epitaph.
It's them or us.
I feel somewhat bad about that. I know that if you spared them, they would send you a letter later. But yeah, Koff said it best. It's a them or us. They came to find us. They attacked us. So, unfortunately, my my well of mercy is quickly drying up. Let's just put it that way.
The Heralds had a head start. Be ready for anything. We could be stepping out into a minor war.
I know a thing or two about war.
I know. You didn't get the deal you wanted, but you did get the deal you deserved. Think of it this way, Exalted. You'll finally be with your great serpent. I'm curious, Outlander. What would you do with the Exalted Sun?
You got what you wanted. Let him pursue his life as he sees fit.
Not unreasonable. But my full intent has yet to be achieved. There's nothing to stop you from becoming the new Exalted now. I expect you to honor your end of our agreement.
Of course. I can finally lead the Heralds to the glorious future we deserve. You will have your just rewards.
Then leave.
Never had anyone sneak up on me like that. I'm lucky she didn't want me dead.
I'm glad you're all right, Senya.
Thanks. Since we need her help and she had me at a sizable disadvantage, I told her about the gravestone. But you I didn't have to tell her about.
You're the Lady of Sorrows. A droid.
You shouldn't have...
I'm no droid, Wrath. I'm an intelligence beyond comprehension. You may call me Scorpio. I've come to Zakuul to further my heuristic directive of self-improvement. This self-iteration is number 1084. The proposal put forth by your colleague intrigues me enough that I've decided to accompany you.
Is that right?
Continue operations in my stead. Annihilate the Heralds if you must. I will remain in touch.
Very well.
Guess you convinced her.
Don't think I had to. She's unlike any machine I've ever come across.
Not exactly what I expected, but close. Shall we depart?
Don't try anything. If you step out of line, even once...
Your suspicion is unimpressive.
Why are you agreeing to help?
I wish to speak to the gravestone. I look forward to communicating with an intellect that rivals my own for a change.
What about Arkin?
He has something of mine. The severity of his error must be recognized.
What did he take? Just asking.
Meanwhile, once again, back at the throne.
Eternal Fleet Units 522, 865, and 983 will prepare for deployment. Combat protocols fully engaged. The Outlander will not escape us this time.
All Gemini command units confirm. Preparations are already underway.
Huh. That's interesting. And so ends Chapter 8. Huh. Get Some more Outlander armor pieces. Oh, we actually got a renown rank as well. Ah, okay, so we're up where... This is where Scorpio was. Scorpio, of course, being one of the companions of the Imperial agent. So, I guess... I wonder if I can stay here if I log out. It's a unique instance, perhaps not. But it's a perfect place to take a pause before we go into the 8th chapter. Yes. Either way, before we end this part of the series, let's unwind once again. Let's open up our chests, see what we find. Bit of a shield generator. That's no good. And a story chapter crate. 306 mod. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, so we have a few things to sell. Happy days. Okay, perfect. We'll take a break here. And when we come back, we'll be on to the 8th chapter of the Knights of the Fallen Empire expansion. Thank you all for joining me once again here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish. And hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye-bye now.